Well, good morning. This is Big Bill's Bold as Love Chapel Service number 14. So, got out and voted this week. Of course, lots of people in line. We got in and out pretty quick, but a friend of mine who was in the same line texted me later. He was there 4 hours. And, some people were talking about over the weekend it was 6 and 7 hours. So, one thing for sure is Trump has brought a lot of attention to the political arena. So everybody's out in full force. So, all right, Big Bill's Bold as Love. Never tell you how I got my name Big Bill, because it's kind of cheesy. And well, we go up to Lake Michigan almost every year for the last 30-some years, and I got to know a guy up there. We go up to Saugatuck, South Haven, St. Joe's, all along the Lake Michigan there. Sometimes Chicago. And I got to know a guy named Keith Scott, and he's really a professional blues guitarist and plays all over the place. And so when I'd go up there, I'd look him up, and I'd sit in with him and play a little harmonica on, 3 or 4 songs, maybe a set or something like that. And he'd always introduce me as Big Bill Taylor, Indianapolis. And my kids got a hold of that, Matt and Andy, and they started calling me Big Bill. And so it just kind of doesn't fit too well, but it's there's Big Bill Brunsey and Big Walter, and a lot of blues nomenclature includes big. So anyway, that's how that came about. It just kind of stuck. So do have a couple of gigs coming up. Played at this Daniel's Vineyard over in Geist a couple weeks ago, and just a weeknight gig. It's from 5 to 8. One's November 16th and the other one's December 8th. So I might be playing solo. Matt might be having to work. So anyway, well, this morning I want to do this song. It's called Monday Morning, even though it's Sunday morning. Just a working man's blues song. Give it a try. On a railroad nearly all my life. Never had any children, never had me a wife. I've been a brake man on this train, New York to Chicago and back again. Lord, I'm pulling in the railway station. Guess I better be on time. It's Monday morning, I have my coffee, I feel fine. Oh, working in these fields where I was raised, busting up the sod, baling up the hay. I pay my dues behind this pool I'm yours now. I make my living by the sweat of my brow, Lord, seeds in the ground. Guess I better pray for rain. I had my coffee, it's Monday morning, I feel fine. I've been working in the coal mine on my live long days, picking a shovel, tools of my trade. My father before me, and now my son, were quite familiar with that old black lung. Yeah, I pick up my shovel, I head down in that mine. It's Monday morning, I have my coffee, I feel fine. Live in Detroit City, city of steel, working in the factory, turning out the wheels. Don't make much money, but I'm a union man, make a rich man shops, Dell Company, program computers, work with microchips. Got 14 projects, got bugs to fix, yeah. I'm sitting in my cubicle, I'm about to lose my mind. It's Monday morning, baby, I have my coffee, I feel fine. Well, alright, Monday morning. One thing I wanted to do this morning is do a Big Bill's rig rundown. I don't know if you've ever seen the YouTube videos. They take a famous guitarist like a Dave Matthews or Santana or somebody, and they meet up with their guitar tech on stage, and they go through all the guitars and amplifiers and effects and everything they use. So this morning, it's Big Bill's rig rundown. So first of all, this is my Guild Standard. It's my workhorse. I probably play this 85% of the time. It's got a nice, I put in this LR Baggs pickup. Has a built-in pickup, but this is a much nicer one. So I use it all the time. And I plug it into a BBE acoustic preamp called Acoustimax. And one reason is because it's thin. It's a thin body guitar. And so this preamp helps bring out the bass end of it a little more. So that's worked well for me. So I'm going to set this aside. Just like that. And lose this. Alright, next I'm going to grab this. Hope it doesn't give you vertigo or anything, but I'm going to grab this and walk through my guitars. Okay, so here we have my Gibson ES-135. It's a hollow body, but there's no F-holes. They have it has a nice 57 pickups, humbucker pickups on it. And so that's been a really nice guitar to play. So, and I play it through a Blues Junior, I'll show you in a minute. Here's my resonator guitar. It's a Martin resonator. It's got an aluminum front on it, and it's got then the sides are made of a laminate, which is basically several layers of paper that gets real hard. It almost feels like plastic. And it's got a nice cone spider resonator in it, a nice Fishman pickup, and it just does the job. I picked that up for about $400 a couple years ago. Now online they're about $1,200 for used ones. So this is my guitar cases and so forth. But here is my my main PA system. My PA systems keep getting smaller and smaller. This is called a Fishman SA330, and I've got a sub that goes with it. Then moving across, here's the essential blues hat that I wear all the time. Okay, here's my iPad. This is an essential piece of equipment. You used to have a microphone, or used to have a music stand, a notebook, and a light on it. And now all you have to have is an iPad, and you hook it onto your mic stand and you're good to go. And it helps me a lot. It's kind of hard to remember all the lyrics when you do 40-something songs a night. So it's a good essential piece of equipment. And these are my little PreSonus speakers. They're kind of like recording speakers, but they work great for everything I would want to do with them. And then, what's this? Oh, it's RL Burnside on a mouse pad. Well, what do you know? Here's an essential piece of equipment. It's a coffee warmer, coffee mug warmer. Sit coffee in there so I don't have to get up every 15 minutes to go warm it up, because I'll spend an hour or two in here every morning. All right, moving on. Hey, there's some Haitian art I got when I was down in Haiti in the mid-'80s. I would have got more, but that's all would fit in my suitcase. Then up here, I just put these cabinets in, and these are the greatest thing. If you're a musician, know a musician, you know, you collect so many cables and boxes and connectors and so forth. So these are all my stuff put in see-through boxes where I can see what I have, and it's all in one spot. It's the first time in my life I've ever had anything so organized. Then on these in this cabinet, it's basically harmonica gear. These are different harmonica setups and some different microphones up there, some harp cleaner up there, some tools. You know, it's like every instrument, there's a whole culture that builds around it. Like there's an online culture for harmonica players or, you know, any particular instrument. So here's my main harp setup. Of course, if you play harp, you know you have to almost have a harp for every key that you play in. I play cross harp, so if we're playing in the key of A, I'm playing a D harp. So, and then this is my main rack with my main harp microphone. It's called a Blues Tube. A guy in Vegas makes them. He's made 2 of them for me so far. And then this is just a little handheld bullet. We used to play a green bullet, and now this is called a Bulletini. Greg Harmon makes these, and that's been a nice addition. So, moving on, set that guy down. Over here is my mandolin. My kids bought me this mandolin several years ago, and it's a beautiful little instrument. Sounds great. I only know about 3 chords, so I don't play it very often. Unlike guitar, maybe I know 4 chords or something like that. And then here is my cigar box guitar. This is made by a guy named Wayne Bigler. He's from out in Melbourne, Florida. And again, there's a culture about every instrument. You can get online cigar box guitar, and there's just all this different information and all these different players that get together, and there's a walking stick. Over here is just a little gig bag. I carry essential stuff. Some beadwork that I'd been doing a while back. I haven't been doing any lately. Over here is our main poster banner. It's about the only thing we've ever used. It just says Big Bill Taylor and Cadillac Matt. Then the other side, it just says Big Bill Taylor for my solo shows. I just put that together recently. And then down here, we have a Farmer foot drum, which is my kick drum. You know, it's real thin. It's very portable, but I get a pretty good boom out of it. That's my desk chair, which is actually a drum stool. And then over here is my Blues Junior, Fender Blues Junior. I play my electric guitar through it, sometimes my harmonica. So that's pretty much it. Of course, I have a pedal board full of different equipment. So I think that's about it. So instead of just spinning you around here, I think I'll say thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Big Bill's Bold as Love Rig Breakdown.